Hi there, I'm Joey.
I'm Jacob.
And we are watching Star Trek for the first time. Last time on Star Trek, sex. It's more likely than you'd think. Today, we are finishing Season 2. Wow, I don't know. I guess, again, at the same thing that we said on the last season's finale, we're going through this pretty fast. For you guys, at the time of recording this, we're only just finishing the release of Season 1.
Right.
So we are a complete season ahead.
Right. Which, doesn't really make a difference either way, of course.
Yeah.
It's just, for us it feels really weird, I think.
Yeah. But today, our final episode of Season 2's title has a very similar title to the Season 1 finale, I think. Same structure, at least. We had Operation Annihilate. Today we have Assignment Earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We do know, I believe it's written by Roddenberry, actually. I think I told you this ahead of time.
Yes, I recall you telling me this.
Yeah, so that's all I know going in. So let's see what we're in for. We're getting into post-episode thoughts in a second. Be sure to join us then. We're about to watch Assignment Earth. So it took me a minute into the episode to remember that I actually knew something about this episode going in. And I was like, I'll wait till the recording to tell you. But there came a point in the episode where we were just focusing on Gary Seven and Roberta Lincoln far too much for me to be like, look, I was like, I know something about this episode, so I had to tell you during watching that I knew that there was a spin-off that was supposed to come from the Season 2 finale. And I had forgotten about that until we actually until the opening credits started rolling, and it said Assignment Earth, guest starring, I forget the guy that plays him as Mark, oh my god, Gary Seven.
Gary Seven.
But no, so I saw that and I was like, oh wait, that's right, this is a big deal, because Roddenberry wanted a spin-off.
That was essentially Doctor Who.
But Trek ratings were apparently really bad at the time, so they didn't get anything. But honestly...
I'd be very curious to see that.
I'd fucking watch it. I'd watch at least a little bit of it, you know?
Oh, I'd at least check
just to
it
see
out.
what they make of it, But no, this was cool. It was James Bond, Doctor Who-ish, I guess.
But 70s Who again.
Yeah, again, much like, because I mentioned it while we were watching it, I was like, because I called out Devil in the Dark for being kind of Pertwee Who-esque. And same thing here. It felt kind of like 70s Who, except for that whole bit where Gary's whole office apartment thing felt like the invasion with Tobias Vaughn.
Yeah, with secret computers and everything.
But again, I honestly don't think there's much Doctor Who crossover in the people that watch these videos, so let's shut up about that and talk about how much I really actually like this. Roddenberry's 2 for 2, but this one was also only had a story by Roddenberry. It wasn't co-written by him.
Which is probably the best thing that could have happened.
That's true. Art Wallace actually... Well, Art Wallace also helped co-plot it, but also he wrote the whole thing. He actually wrote down the teleplay, as it was called. But yeah, so it was... I don't know, I like this. I thought this was cool.
I thought it was if nothing else, it was a great way to end this season.
Yeah.
Even if it does have less focus on the normal cast.
Yeah, Kirk and Spock really do take a bit of a backseat throughout this.
Look, it's about Gary Seven.
It's about Gary Seven, yeah, and his cat, Isis.
Who is the best stage cat I think I've ever seen.
We were just super baffled by how good this stage cat was playing Isis, and I don't know, I loved it. That was awesome. Yeah, just really cool stuff. And then of course she turned into a human at the end, and I was like,
but no one else saw it except
Roberta.
Roberta.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
Unless Gary Seven's being cheeky with her, but...
Probably. Who knows, whatever.
We'll never find out.
But Gary Seven is very much a main character. They want you to know that this guy's gonna, have his own show, or we're supposed to have his own show. Because, he gets captured all the time, but he gets out super easily,
zero problems.
Yeah. Even for the beginning, when he's captured on the Enterprise, and they put him in a cell, he gets right out of there. It's no issue for him. He's caught by a guard later, by the rocket. He gets out of that super easy. I don't know, just everything's just super easy for him, which isn't a huge issue.
No, I'm not complaining. He just has main character energy.
He does. There's a really funny bit actually, where he's caught by Kirk and Spock are caught by the police, and they and Kirk was like, oh, well, beam everyone up, make it a wide range. So Scotty beams them all up, and and they get the cops as well, and they send them right back down.
Right.
Very funny stuff. There's actually a fair bit of comedy throughout this episode that I really enjoyed.
I want to talk about the fact that this is delves into crazy-ass Trek history.
True. Okay, so, hang on. So what was Gary's actual mission?
I don't know.
Because they make it seem at the start, because he's like, oh, I'm here to help protect Earth history. Implying that somebody's fucked with Earth history?
Yeah.
But by the end, Spock is like, oh, well, everything happened exactly as it was supposed to. We looked into our logs. We were supposed to be part of this event. You were supposed to be part of this event.
Right, we're just not recorded from Earth's perspective.
Yeah, so I think that throws your theory out the window, that this has anything to do with World War III in the 90s.
I think...
I know that's what you were thinking.
My thought process was that, yeah, like, what's happening is, like, the prelude to the 90s World War III.
Uh-huh.
But even so, how crazy is it that in Trek history they were launching nukes into orbit before we got to the moon?
Right? Yeah, just, really weird stuff. I don't know. But overall, I really like this. I don't know, I thought this was really cool.
I had such a fun time with this episode.
Yeah. Again, Kirk and Spock, like I said, just take a real backseat. And McCoy's barely in it.
He has, what, one scene?
Yeah, it's like the only time this whole season where DeForest Kelly hasn't really earned his opening title credit. But no, it's fine.
Spock got his beanie, so I was happy.
Spock got his beanie, and it was immediately taken away. Well, wasn't it a beanie? Wasn't it like a proper hat?
It was like a proper winter hat.
Yeah. But no, it was just funny. Also, speaking of funny bits, when they're keeping an eye on the rocket, on the nuke rocket, and Scotty, we just keep like cutting back to Scotty just watching it for really long periods of time.
Right.
So I thought that was great.
It's to establish he keeps watching it, but I'm like, listen, we know he's watching it.
No, he's watching
it.
We don't need to keep cutting back to it.
Just cut to when he sees Gary 7.
Yeah.
And Isis.
Yeah.
The best trained cat on the planet.
So good. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. Is that about it for this discussion?
For this particular episode, I think so. We liked it.
Yeah.
But there isn't a whole lot of discussion room, I don't think.
We did get a nice live long and prosper at the end.
We did.
That's cool. Yeah.
We did.
Also, we had like a full crew, despite how little most of them were in it. Except for Chapel. Chapel was the only like regular that wasn't here. Because I kind of consider Chapel a regular at this point.
She's regular enough.
Yeah. But that was Star Trek The Original Series Season 2 with Assignment Earth finishing us off. So next time we're going into Season 3, which is... as far as I know...
By reputation.
It's not very good.
I mean, we were also told to skip TOS altogether.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe our weird taste will help us out.
We'll love Season 3.
Maybe.
But so far, I thought this has been a wonderful experience.
Yep.
Great classic television.
Yep.
Generally speaking.
We have watched 55 episodes of this show.
Yes.
And we have a 24 episode last season. So it's the shortest of TOS. Also, just for those that were wondering about how we're covering the rest of Trek, we're continuing with our Trek journey after TOS. We are doing the animated series after this, after it's all complete. So that's 22 episodes I think it is
That's
altogether.
what I recall you telling me.
So that'll be a pretty nice, easy release schedule. And then after that, we're doing the first 6 movies, which are all the TOS movies as far as I'm aware. So that's where we're going from here. But I'm really excited. We're starting the last season next time. And I don't know, I guess we'll see where we go from there.
Right,
So,
we'll see if its reputation is actually correct.
yeah, so, alright, be sure to join us next time when we continue TOS and we start Season 3. Until then, this has been Joey Morgan.
I'm Jacob.
Goodbye.